Hey, Sterling Carter, Fabulous.design.com. What I have here is some pizza sauce I made. I sauteed some garlic and onions in real butter. Yes, real butter. And I used a half a can of real tomato sauce. 100% natural. It also has a little onion powder in it, a little garlic powder in it, some bell peppers. I got it from Dollar General. It's 1/2 a can. And it was sauce, and now it's more like a paste. It's been simmering on low for about maybe 30 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 packets of Cruvia. Why, you might ask? Because almost all pizza and spaghetti sauces call for sugar. And as we know, sugar is not conducive to fat loss. You don't need those spikes in your blood sugar. That's what triggers your body to store fat, because you have too much sugar in your bloodstream. This will sweeten it a ton and make it more of a traditional flavored sauce. Okay, now that's been cooking, like I say, about 35, maybe 40 minutes. Set that aside, get my pan over here. First thing I want to do is add a little bit of olive oil to my pan. I don't want my pizza crust sticking. Nothing's more disheartening than that. There we go. Now, my pizza crust. A trusty little lowly burrito shell. There we go. Now, take your sauce. It's still warm, by the way. See the bits of onion and garlic in there? It also has about, if you measured it out, about 3 tablespoons of Italian seasoning in it as well. Give it a lot of flavor. You know, and like I've said, if it don't taste, it hasn't got flavor, I'm not going to eat it, and that's just a fact. Sauce is too watery, and pure paste is almost too thick. You can use paste from the beginning if you wanted to, but you would have to add water because the herbs actually soak up some moisture. There we go, that's pretty good. Now, I'm going to top that, as usual, with a little bit of spinach. I'm sorry, I like spinach on every pizza I've ever made. Some people don't, some people do. I happen to love it. It's a great way to get kids to eat it. You just can't go wrong. Put a little salt on that because there is no salt in on that spinach. You don't want it to be bland. Now, I'm going to add some pineapple chunk. You don't want it to be overpowering. You want your bites to vary a little bit. That gives you your taste buds reason to dance around and be happy. And some jalapeno, and these are hot boogers. I got the seeds in them. Just enough to add spice to it. Some onion slices. Oops, don't want to come apart there. There we go. I put the onions on top because I like them to get done as much as possible. I got that trick from my mother, actually. She doesn't like a raw onion on her pizza. And I've learned to acquire that taste for a cooked onion on there. And a little more, no big deal. Onions are good for you. Now, last but not least, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of finely shredded mozzarella cheese, if I can get the package open. It's childproof. There we go. I'll win. Now there is no chicken, no nothing on this. This is strictly a vegetarian type pizza. The idea here to show you is that, hey, you can make a traditionally flavored pizza without having the sugar and the guilt of having eaten a pizza. You got low glycemic vegetables on here. You have, of course, your bread crust, a burrito shell. It's going to be, you got to have some bread. And that's about as thin as you can possibly get. And it's quite good for you. Oh, I lied. I lied. I forgot my mushrooms. No big deal. We'll put a few shrooms on top here. I can't believe I forgot those. That's my favorite thing besides spinach on a pizza. There we go. They will cook down nicely. You can also add, well, any vegetable to this. It'll be great. Sliced tomatoes are excellent, especially if you've taken and put them in the oven and boiled them, get them kind of cooked down and brown a little bit. They're absolutely fantastic. Okay, into the oven they go. And it'll be out in about 15 minutes. And I promise you, it's a real delight. Okay, about 15 minutes ago, I put a pizza in the oven. And a traditional type sauce on it. Homemade sauce, I should say. And there's the end product. As you can see, it started browning nicely. But it is a low glycemic pizza with a traditional type sauce that I'm sure will make you absolutely happy.